Welcome back once again. And in this video, I'm going to discuss with you another conditional statement, which is actually known as the switch case. Okay. It is very, very simple. It looks very cleaner but it has some, limitations. It is not as efficient as the if statement is. Okay. But it is used quite a bit, and let's have a look at it. So let's start. So here, this is the switch statement. Okay. So how do we actually go ahead about it? Switch. Okay. And then it will have case. Okay. And keep in mind, each case will have a break statement. It's not mandatory. Okay. It's not mandatory, but you have a break statement there. There'll be a colon after this. Okay. And you can have as many cases as you want. And then in the end, it will have a default statement and then the colon there. Okay. So that's how it is. This default work as an else in if statement. Okay, as I told you, it has certain limitations, like it can only use the following values: byte, short, int, okay, byte, short, int, and character values. So these are the primitive data types that it can actually use. Okay, a string, well, it doesn't use. So as I said, it has some limitations. So I will discuss those limitations as well with you. But let us see how it actually works, or how it is actually used. So I'm going to show you this program. I've already written it so that time can be saved. Okay. So what is happening in this program is, I'm just trying to see, it's like if the day is 1, what is it going to print? So I run it, Sunday. Okay. So if I change it to 2, it prints Monday. If I change it to 10, it should give me an wrong day. Okay. So that's how it is used. So here, if you look at it, I have taken a variable day. Okay. It's an integer variable. I told you, you can't use a string over there. Okay. So I do that, and then case 1, as you know, switch case. So case 1, and there is a gap between case and 1, if you see, and there is a colon here. There is a colon here, just keep in mind that. Okay, after that comes the system statement, right? And then comes the break statement. So you can have as many statements before the break statement, but you cannot have any statement after the break statement. Okay, so you can have as many statements you want before it. You can have, like copy, and I'll paste it here, and I'll say holiday. Okay, and if I run it, my input is wrong. I'll have to change the input. Input is 1. Let's run it, and it's going to print Sunday, holiday. Okay, so you can have as many statements as you want before the break statement. You can have loops there. You can have another if statement there. It's up to you. Okay, let's not make it complicated, right? So each case, there is a case, there is a gap between case and the number. Okay, and there is a colon there. Don't forget that. And there is a break statement. If we do not have a break statement, well, it will come down to the next one. Okay, if I do this and the day is 1, and if I run it, okay, Sunday, Monday. Okay, so Monday has also come because there is no break statement. So it is falling through. This is known as this falls through. So it falls through. Okay, so breaks it and takes it out of the switch statement. Okay, so that's how it is actually used. You can have as many break statements as you want. Sorry, case statements. Now the last one, as I told you, is the default, like an else statement, which is if the if it doesn't match any of these cases, if it doesn't match any of these cases, then it goes down to the default. Okay, it's like if I say, 0, there is no 0 there. So I run, okay, and see wrong day. It goes to the last one here. Okay, it goes to the last one here, right? So this is switch statement for you. As I told you, it has some limitations. It cannot take a string here. I can't put a string. It doesn't take a string. I cannot have expressions like we have in if. If n is greater than, I can't say n is greater than 10 and n is less than or equal to 20. So I can't do that. So it has certain limitations, but it is faster. Okay, and it is cleaner. If you see, it looks little better. Okay, so this is one example of switch statement. So you have switch there, then you have cases with switch, and there is a break statement for each case. Okay, and there is a gap between case and the number there, and then you have this colon there. Okay, so that's how it is. Default is in case if the condition, if the cases, it doesn't meet any of these cases, then it goes into default. Okay, and for default you don't need a break statement. So this is one example of it. I have another example, okay, that will make you understand it little better. It can take characters, as I've told you. So it takes characters here. Okay, CHA, right? So if I run this one, vowel, right? So that is a vowel. If I put Z here and if I run it, it will say consonant. Okay, so it will say consonant, right? So what is happening here is there is no break. I showed you in previous example that it falls through. So if I have to see if the character that I input is a vowel or a consonant, so I did that here. So case A, case E, case I, case O, case U. If these are the cases, okay, they are vowel, else they are consonants. Okay, default consonants. So this is without the break. Okay, this is without the break. So you can use it this way. Okay, so these are two examples that I have shown you. One is this one. This is the most used ones. Okay, and there is another example of switch case here. Keep in mind it has limitations. It can use certain values, it cannot use all the values, therefore it is limited. The next thing that I would discuss with you is, that is sometimes asked in exam, and that is the difference. Okay, difference between if and switch. Okay, if is more versatile, not so versatile. What does it mean? It means you can use conditions here like greater than, less than, okay, equals to, okay, not allowed. Okay, you can't do that. Okay, then it can use most data types. Can't use all data types. Okay, it can only use, as I told you just now, byte, short, uh, int, okay, and character. So those are the data types it can use. Cannot use all the data types. Okay, this is actually faster. Okay, this is slower. Okay, faster and slower, right? Okay, so these are the basic differences between them. Expressions can be used here. Okay, expressions cannot be used here. cannot be used. Okay, it cannot be used, right? So these are some of the differences, or largely the main differences. Like a string can be used there, you can't use a string over there. So those are the differences. So this was switch statement for you. One with, you can see, with single break. This is falling through. This is known as fall through. You can use it like that. And the other one is with a break statement for every case statement. So you can use it the way you want to. Mostly we use it for making menus. It makes our life easy, okay, for our projects and all. But in case if you want to use it for purposes like the way I have shown you these, you can, okay. So this was your switch case statement. So see you